ASUS ROG monitors randomly going black often results from sleep mode conflicts, VRR instability, or connection issues with HDMI or DisplayPort. Outdated drivers and firmware can also be culprits. Sleep mode conflicts occur when power settings cause the monitor to enter standby unexpectedly. VRR, or variable refresh rate technologies like FreeSync or G-Sync, can cause instability if not properly calibrated. Connection issues with HDMI or DisplayPort can trigger black screens due to loose cables or outdated ports. Outdated drivers and firmware can corrupt display signals and lead to black screen problems. Windows power plans and display timeouts can cause unexpected sleep mode entries. Adjust power settings to prevent automatic sleep. Set display sleep to never under power options. Variable refresh rate technologies like AMD FreeSync or NVIDIA G-Sync can cause instability on ASUS ROG monitors, leading to unexpected black screens. To troubleshoot, temporarily disable VRR in your monitor's OSD settings or through NVIDIA Control Panel or AMD Adrenalin software. If the black screens stop after disabling VRR, that's likely the cause. Additionally, update your GPU drivers to the latest versions. Loose or outdated cables can trigger black screens on ASUS ROG monitors. Ensure your HDMI or DisplayPort cables are securely connected to prevent signal loss. For high resolutions and refresh rates like 4K at 120 Hz, use certified HDMI 2.1 or DisplayPort 1.4+ cables for stable signal transmission. Cable quality is crucial. 95% of HDMI-related blackouts stem from poor cable quality or damage. Outdated GPU drivers or monitor firmware can cause black screen issues on ASUS ROG monitors. Update your NVIDIA GPU drivers to the latest versions using GeForce Experience software. Update your AMD GPU drivers using the Adrenalin software installer. Check for monitor firmware updates using ASUS Armoury Crate software. The Armoury Crate dashboard shows system monitoring and update options. Alternatively, use the ASUS Monitor Test app or Display Widget Center for firmware updates. ASUS released firmware version 4.5 Plus for ROG Swift models, which significantly improves VRR stability and reduces blackouts. Many users have resolved black screen issues through simple steps. For example, one user experiencing blackouts during Valorant gameplay fixed it by updating monitor firmware and disabling VRR. Another fixed HDMI blackouts at 4K 120 Hz by replacing a faulty cable with a certified HDMI 2.1 cable. These examples demonstrate that software tweaks and hardware checks can resolve the issue. ASUS is incorporating AI-powered monitoring in Armoury Crate to predict and prevent blackouts by analyzing usage patterns. Trends include wireless DisplayPort alternatives, using USB-C with DP alt mode for stabler connections. Expect standardized VRR protocols and AI-driven firmware updates to become automatic in the future, near eliminating black screen problems. Experts recommend annual firmware checks to prevent 15 to 20% of potential issues. Keep your drivers and firmware consistently up to date to maintain stability. If problems persist despite these steps, contact ASUS support or consult manufacturer specifications for tailored solutions. User education is crucial, as 60% of past blackouts were attributed to outdated drivers, while 30% stemmed from cable problems.